5 seconds to go. Start. Respected Chairman, the Indian economy was facing grave uncertainty. Yet, economic survey shows that our economy is now in a far better position than it was 8 years ago. It is a fact that India overcome the economic crisis well and emerged from the global slowdown faster than any other country. The challenge before the government is to harness economic growth to make it more inclusive. Stabilizing the economy, government now concentrates more on supporting and delivering services to the poorer sections. The proposals in the budget exemplify our motto. Food security bill, which is going to be introduced, is a welcome step to eradicate poverty, malnutrition, etc. However, government has to do a lot to overcome weakness in government's public delivery mechanism. Apart from being conscious of the price rise and taking steps to tackle it, government may take into account erratic monsoon and drought-like conditions that affect our poor villages and ordinary lives, extending the scope of Narega to include dairy farmers and ordinary cultivators depending up on natural resources may help millions of people to sustain their livelihood and contribute to agricultural production. This budget has a lot to do with the agricultural sector and welfare of our farming community. As an incentive to this important sector, credit flow for farmers is raised from 3,75,000 crore to 4,75,000 crore in this budget. Thousands of farmers will be benefiting from government's decision to ensure 3% interest reduction in crop loans to farmers who repay their crop loan on time. In this case, the government is radically fixing the interest rate at 4%. Similarly, government has allocated rupees 10,000 crore to be contributed to NABARD's short-term rural credit fund for 2011-12. Education is the backbone of the society that decides the country's future. I would like to appreciate government's plans to raise its expenditure in the education sector by about a quarter to rupees 52,700 crore. Spending on elementary education is proposed to increase by 11%. Secondary education gets bigger hike of 26%. We have to strengthen both the elementary education and vocationalization of secondary education. The government will invest as much as rupees 21,000 crore in Sarv Shiksha Abhiyan. Moreover, it will enable students to enroll in job-oriented courses after examinations, to create a skilled workforce to keep up with fast-paced growth, universalizing access to secondary education and providing skill training is necessary. One of the prime challenges for India's surging growth is severe skills shortage spanning all levels, from management to frontline operations, and all sectors from IT to fast food. Statistics shows that in our country only about 5% of students have access to any vocational training as compared to about 60% in developed countries. We all know about National Skill Development Council's proclaimed mission to create 15 crore skilled workforce 2 years ahead of 2022. Now, pre-matric scholarship scheme is to be introduced for needy SC/ST students studying in class 10 and ninth. In the higher education sector, there is an urgent need of providing more number of Rajiv Gandhi Fellowship to research scholars belonging to marginalized sections. Farmers were receiving crop loans up to a principal amount of 3 lakh at 7% interest in the year 2009-10. Government provided an additional 1% interest subvention to those farmers who repaid their short-term crop loans as per schedule. The government has raised this subvention for timely repayment of crop loans from 1% to 2% from the year 2010-11, and now it is 3% in this year budget. That means today farmers are getting crop loans in a rate of 4%. This is what Swaminathan Commission pointed out. It is really a notable contribution for the betterment of our poor farmers, but some private money lenders misutilizing this provision. Sir, I am requesting Honorable Finance Minister to order a detailed inquiry about it. Sir, money lenders taking this 4% loans by pledging gold. Gold loan is considering as articulation loans. The net result is that these money lenders utilizing the interest subvention with 4%, and they are lending this same amount with an interest of 20 to 30%. These money lenders are pleading our agriculture loans. Whenever we are examining the CD ratio, this gold loans also included in that agriculture account. Calculate the entire agriculture loans minus gold loans. We can very well find out that the agricultural loans amount which is now exhibited by the bankers are not the actual one. That is the amount for belong from the actual calculation. Sir, in the name of agriculture credit, almost all bankers are giving faulty amount and percentage. Yet another important issue I would like to point out is that of education loans. Sir, even though government announced the interest-free loans up to 4 lakh within India and with interest 7.5 lakh and outside India. Sir, whenever needy students approaching the bankers, they were not treating the students in a cultured manner. The students are wandering here and there for getting loans. I am humbly requesting Honorable Finance Minister to give strict instructions to the bankers. Stop.